Hey guys, it's Ryan from the Centre for Healing here. I want to say a big thank you. We've just ticked over 5,000 likes on our Facebook page, so I want to thank you all so much for the support. I appreciate all the likes, the shares, the comments, even the negative ones. I encourage the conversation about addiction and mental illness, which is what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about how ideas change and how we can start to make that shift a lot faster. Ideas change in society in a certain way. You know, we realize that the current way we're looking at something isn't working and it could be better. So conversations start to happen. Conversations start to happen that encourage different ideas and different ways of looking at things. And we start to explore different options and start to do different things. And all of a sudden, some things start to get better results than others. And then we can start to measure that stuff scientifically. And then this new idea outdates the old idea. And whilst we saw this thing as normal for so long, maybe decades, now this is the norm. Okay, I see the wheel turning when it comes to the way we see addiction and mental illness, but it's happening too bloody slow for my liking. I want it to happen a lot faster, and that's going to happen by us having more and more conversations about this stuff, because the more conversations and the more ideas we put out there, the more treatment options and the more treatment variety is going to be available for people. And I think we can all agree that the more treatment options people have when it comes to addiction and mental illness, the much far better we are going to be off. So let me talk about some ideas. Addiction is self-administered emotional pain relief. Addiction is self-administered emotional pain relief. Yes, there is a drug or a behavior involved in addiction, but that's not the main problem. You heal someone's emotional pain, their inner distress, then the addiction will dissipate and no longer exist. Mental illness is a natural adaptation to unnatural circumstances throughout someone's life. A natural adaptation to unnatural circumstances throughout one's life. When you address the unnatural circumstances, both what's happening now and what has happened throughout someone's life, and the stuff that's happened in the past, how it is represented up here in our brain and our subconscious mind, the symptoms of mental illness will start to dissipate. Okay, the person is not broken. Whether it's addiction or mental illness, don't let anybody tell you that you're broken. Don't let anybody tell you that you've got faulty wiring or some sort of imbalance that you're going to be struggling with for the rest of your life, okay? That's bullshit. Okay, it is absolute bullshit. Don't let anybody tell you that. You are not broken, you are more powerful than you can imagine. And what happens when we go through these things like addiction or mental illness, it puts a magnifying glass on our life and can show us the different things that need to be worked on and addressed in our past, so we can not only get back to how we were, but we can be more happy, more peaceful, better relationships, more confident in all areas of our life that we wouldn't have been able to get to hadn't we gone through these certain struggles that we've been through in our life. If you disagree with what I just said, that's fine, but I ask you to contemplate it and contemplate these ideas. If you agree and think there's some truth in what I said, then share the message, share this video, share our page, or just talk about it with people, right? The more conversations we have and the more of these ideas are out there, the more we can open up our sphere of awareness and stop being so stuck in the old model. Because like I said at the start, the old model isn't working, okay? The way we've been approaching mental illness and addiction up until this point is the best that we've come up with, but my bloody God, it can be so much better. It can be so much better. So I encourage more conversations. I encourage more authenticity. I encourage you to talk about your struggles with people, because that gives people permission to talk about if they're struggling. If you know someone that's struggling, reach out to them. If you're struggling yourself, reach out to someone and talk to them. More conversations, more ideas, more treatment options for people struggling with addiction or mental illness, and the better we are going to be as a society, and the better we can help the most vulnerable people in our society, the people who are in the most pain emotionally.